Keith, difficult night at the office, but you must be proud of the lads.
Yeah, it's a good team effort again tonight. So I thought there's very little between the sides. Shells had obviously the majority of possession. How we defended outside the ball, comfortable without the ball for long periods of the game. We got to defend the goal much better. Sean Boyd can't come out of that channel with the ball. And Meepo's movement in the box drops. Casper probably could do better there, So, but we should at source it should be stopped. The goal we give away is soft. Not a huge amount necessarily of chances. But it's all, on the break at times in the first half we were really good. Shells, like I said, the way we set up, dominated the ball. And like I said, we had to be comfortable with outside of the ball. We had moments in the first half. Second half, we start really, really well, and then we go down. Ryan Burke overruns the ball. We get down to 10 men, and having come out and started the second half really well, I thought. So, not a huge amount in the game. So disappointed not to come away with something, but it's a good performance. The boys really battled hard. Dug in there in difficult conditions, down to 10 men for 30 minutes of the second half, whatever time it was when Ryan got sent off. But, very, very little, in my view, between the sides.
When you look at it, the two keepers are probably the guys that would have not earned their money tonight because they really had not a lot to do. An awful lot of the game was played in the middle of the park.
Well, the key moment for us, from our point of view, was the scramble in the box where we need to be ruthless in those moments. You got to finish those moments. It was a scramble. It was bouncing around. We did a couple of efforts, cleared off the line. We really got to score in at that point. And maybe that changes the game a little bit. I don't know. It was there's very little between the sides. Very little, like I said, goal mouth action. So we're disappointed not to have come away with a point.
You mentioned the Ryan Burke incident, the sending off. It kind of took the wind out of Waterford, didn't it?
Well, listen, when you go down to 10 men, we changed our shape a little bit to try and regroup, to get organised, and then we changed it again because we wanted to get pressure higher up on Shells in terms of their build-up. They were having it too comfortable across their back four, so they changed their shape too to towards the end of the game. So we wanted to keep two up top, so we went with three at the back and kept two up top, so to give it a go. But listen, ultimately I'm proud of the performance. I think there's not a huge amount on the night tonight in terms of performance. They're champions for a reason. They're able to dig out a result, dig out a win. They've held on, maybe not so much held on, but we should have scored in the second half. Maybe more clinical in that moment, and maybe the outcome is different from our perspective.
You were able to bring on a few of the subs and give them minutes as well, and they played their part as well.
Yeah, that's it. It's going to be a squad effort. You can see we're missing 5 bodies tonight. That would probably start. Let's be brutally honest with you. Five players. We've a lot of academy players on the bench, which is great for them, and we're pleased to have them. And but the sooner the better we can have a full complement of players back challenging and competing for starting places. We got some good players. We're not a bad side. I think we can gain confidence over the last two performances. And we've got to move on next week. We got a tough weekend. We got Derry away, another long trip. Cork at home. So the games are coming thick and fast now, and we've got to be ready. We've got to make sure we recover well, and get bodies back on the pitch, and get bodies, ready to play.